Hello and welcome to more Black Desert Tips. If you have any, share down below. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. One of the things I highly recommend is if you're going to AFK fish or fish actively is to make a boat and get to a hotspot. Now you can make a boat at Ilia Island, which has a ferry that connects to Vela, or you can make one at Ephyria Port. Now what I did is I connected Calpheon to Ephyria Port and I had the workers in Calpheon. I hired nothing but goblins and I sent them straight to Ephyria to make it. I know a friend and he took 13 hours to build his boat. Now be warned, boats do have lifespans, meaning that eventually your boat will die. You cannot repair this lifespan and it is an inevitable fact. You will need to build another boat. So while you're go ahead and building your first boat, I highly recommend building multiple boats. I will also include a link to the hotspot and map, so you'll be able to find hotspots when you do it. Now one of the things I highly recommend is whenever you're doing enchanting and you're trying to plus up your gear, you need to abuse the fail stacks on each of your characters. I will make a guide later on down the road, but fail stacks are character specific, meaning that each character, every time you fail an enchantment, it will add to that stack. And above 25 fail stacks, it will not add any additional benefit, meaning at 25 you are kind of set. The easiest way to do this is to stack 25 on each character before you start doing riskier enchantments, like trying to go from 14 to 15 or above that. Two of the things I really highly recommend is building a tool workshop and upgrading it to at least level 3. This will allow you to slowly work on better tools, considering that they don't last forever. You can build steel and you can eventually go up to yellow grade tools. Another thing I highly recommend is when you're going for storage houses, try to aim for houses that are 1 contribution point per 3 storage. This will allow you to maximize your contribution per storage. Now the final and best thing I can recommend you doing is doing your daily boss scrolls. You may be wondering why you should do these. Because they have some of the best Blackstone drop rates of all time. You do them in giant groups, each of you have 4 to 5, and then you can inevitably end up having tons and tons of Blackstones. They'll drop things like bundles, which can contain Blackstones, hunter shields, which you can exchange for Blackstones, and Blackstones themselves. Along with this, you can do what people call disco balls for memory fragments. I highly recommend doing this in a group of 5 and having a bunch of people together. This will allow you to maximize how many Blackstones you get in the group together.